Yo, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we've got some Alliance War gameplay, just one clip, and then some other videos. Hashtag nerf Dormammu. So Dormammu is probably the most annoying defender. As far as I know, Dormammu only has, I guess, 2 counters, one of them being more viable than the other, and that is Psylocke and Magic being the 2 most viable counters, and the counter is to keep Dormammu at 0 power and keep him in the corner. But to be honest, I wouldn't really count it as a counter, because the way you would counter Dormammu with Magic or Psylocke is keep them at 0 power and never let them have a chance at activating a degen by keeping them in the corner. So in the video, the frames are kind of slowed down, but you could always check the timer at the top that you always see in Alliance Wars. But basically in this war video, it just, the amount of times that I activated degen just didn't seem normal, considering I had Sparky in my team, which would increase my ability reduction from 40% to 58%. So I should see the degen way less than any other champion, but that's not the case. Not only that, but I had 2 bars of power and the degen was still lasting its full timer. 2 bars of power should have lasted about 3 seconds. I completely get not be able to reduce his ability so that he doesn't activate. Completely understand. But his degen isn't even considered a debuff. So in today's video, I'm going to show you basically how Dormammu's signature ability is a passive debuff. So what does that mean? That means you won't activate willpower from it, lessening its effectiveness. It means that champions with tenacity type effects cannot shrug them off. So Blade, Rogue, Agent Venom, Taskmaster, champions who have tenacity type effects or abilities, basically they don't work because it's a passive effect. So I'm gonna skip around in this video, and so I'm pretty close to 3 bars of power, I would say. Just trying to create some or generate some more power, and I was almost at 3 bars of power, and the degeneration still lasts its full 10 seconds, as you can see from the timer. Now I'm at full bars of power. Full bars of power. This degeneration should tick only once, but obviously it's not. So I completely understand Blade not, countering it, but because it's a passive, no champion can counter it. Just to put it in comparison, this Thorjane Foster has an 8-second shock. It was just the easiest champion to go to get a shock off or a debuff to show Blade's increased debuff shrug ability. So basically, the closer he is to max power, the faster he can shrug off debuffs. So you'll see right there, before he even gets up, the 8-second debuff got shrugged off. Alright, so Cable on the other hand, his degeneration is a debuff. So I'm just about 2 bars of power, and Cable's is actually longer one than Dormammu's. Dormammu's is 10 seconds, Cable's is 15, and Cable's lasted about 5 seconds. Meanwhile, as you see in the top, it lasts the whole 10 seconds. Then we got Agent Venom, who has a 70% chance to shrug off debuffs. I would have thought he would have been a viable champion to counter Dormammu because of his tenacity, but I'll show later that he's not. So you can see tenacity before he even gets up, shrugs off the degeneration. You got Rogue, who has a 70% decreased debuff ability. So as you guys saw, when she gets a debuff on her, she has a the duration of the debuff lasts 70% less. Next we got Taskmaster, and shout out to Nappa for sending in this footage. So you'll see in a little bit that he does go immune to his degeneration. So Taskmaster after 10 debuffs goes fully immune. So this one was after 8 degens because he had the Suicide Masteries, which count as debuffs as well. Alright, so here's the fight with Rogue. So I'm gonna put some distance so I didn't get caught in the corner. Alright, so in the Agent Venom fight, I did more than one fight because this one has more to do with RNG, which, I'm completely fine with RNG, chances, you take your risk, which I like, it's one of the charms of the game. So as you can see, I didn't shrug off any degen. So I thought, hey, maybe that was RNG. So I did another fight, and every single degen did not get shrugged off by Agent Venom's tenacity. Alright, so in this fight, I mean, you can count it yourself when the degeneration text pops up on the left side of the screen, but as you guessed it, Taskmaster is not immune to Dormammu's degen, but he is immune. He can get immune to Cable's degen. So that's pretty much, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. I really hope that Kabam changes Dormammu's signature ability so it's a debuff. I don't know, I just don't think there should be champions that can kill you without you having a chance of avoiding it, because I know they say that dexterity is a choice, but in Alliance War it really isn't. I don't know. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section below. You guys think Dormammu's signature ability should be changed so that it's a debuff, or do you guys think they should nerf dexterity so that it doesn't have the critical rating buff? Let me know.
Yeah!